Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home, and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs, including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for today, Monday, June 22nd, 2020. I'm Beverly Telesford.
And I'm Odette Campbell. Coming up in the news this evening, COVID-19 test results for repatriated aircraft passengers still pending.
Why the delay to put public servants back to work? Trade unionist Andrew Lewis wants answers from government.
One of Grenada's distinguished workers' rights fighters, Lord Clarkson, has died.
And the much anticipated address by Prime Minister Keith Mitchell postponed.
Coming up in sports this evening, the U.S. Department of Justice looking into noose found in NASCAR star Bubba Wallace's garage door.
And then around the globe, Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago says borders will remain closed.
We'll bring you the details of those and other stories just after this message.
Hi, I'm Francis Urias Peters. I'm a good listener, and K105 has always been a great source of education and entertainment. Now, while the station name may have changed over the years, it has always provided valuable information which enabled me as a playwright to document and to celebrate our history, our behavior, and our achievements. K105 is my choice. It's the national station.
Good evening, this is News at 7. All 59 Grenadians who made the first repatriation flight home from the U.S. on Friday will be spending the full 14 days quarantined, according to officials from the Ministry of Health. More in this report.
On arrival at the Maurice Bishop International Airport, the 59 passengers were required to follow health and safety protocols, which included rapid testing for COVID-19. Over the weekend, 2 of the passengers currently quarantined went on social media stating that they were originally told they were to be quarantined for 2 days, but the arrangement was changed without a valid reason. GBN spoke to Chief Medical Officer Francis Martin, who explained that the quarantine period was extended after reviewing protocols.
After looking at the risks involved, taking everything into consideration, the level of transmission of COVID, I am satisfied that we need to do additional testing to be able to be satisfied that they're safe enough. And so it's best that they stay in quarantine for a little longer so we can observe better and also increase and do more testing.
Meanwhile, Director of the Grenada Airport Authority, Wendy Williams, on Friday said the flight will pave the way forward as it relates to the airport's protocol during the coronavirus.
We are using this flight as a simulation flight in the sense that it will help us to work out the capacity in our arrival hall. It will also help us to work out the dwell time standards within the arrival hall to customs and so on, so that in a way we'll be able to tell the turnaround times of aircraft moving forward.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
And peradventure, you're wondering, the footage was blurred to protect the identity of the people who arrived on the weekend. Moving on to our next story, there was a letdown of sorts for the Grenadian public on the weekend. On Friday, they were put on alert for a national address by Prime Minister and Minister for National Security, Dr. Keith Mitchell. Well-curated promotional material was published on social media advertising the address for a Sunday night at 7 on all major news outlets. However, by mid-morning Saturday, the message was issued announcing a postponement of the address. No reason was given in the notice, which was published by the Government Information Service. Pundits had speculated that the Prime Minister was expected to announce a cabinet reshuffle and provide a status report on Grenada's COVID-19 status. 2 days prior, Health Minister Nicholas Steele had announced that the island was COVID-free since all remaining cases had tested negative. On Friday, as mentioned in our previous report, the JetBlue flight arrived at the Morris Bishop International Airport carrying 59 Grenadians who had been stuck in the U.S. during the lockdown period. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Francis Martin said they were being placed in quarantine for at least 48 hours. Dr. Martin said today that the 48 hours had been extended to the mandatory 14 days as they await results of PCR tests. Pundits are suggesting that the status of some of the passengers could have been an influencing factor in the Prime Minister's decision to postpone the national address. On Monday afternoon, GBN contacted the head of the Government Information Service, Ms. Leslie Ann Johnson, with questions about the rationale for the postponement, but she said none had been given. GBN will continue to liaise with the GIS and provide information as to the new date for the address once it is announced.
The returning of public workers to their workplace, no delivery of the promised stimulus package for some workers, and concerns about the reopening of the Morris Bishop International Airport are some of the issues highlighted by trade union leader Andre Lewis, as we hear in this report.
President General of the Grenada Trades Union Council and the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union, Andre Lewis, says he's concerned about government's delay in putting all public service workers back to work. Speaking on Mondays to the point with host Blossom Alexis Welsh, Lewis said steps to ensure a safe and secure environment for the workers could have been done while the workers were off the job rather than attempting to do so now.
We have found that there is a lackluster approach to the reopening of the public service. We do not want to say that it may be possible that at some stage they may want to use and say that, look, we had workers at home and we are paying them, and that shows that we are interested in workers. We do not want to go down that road, but we have expressed that deep concern. Our workers are raring to go out to work. Yes, we want to go out to work.
Regarding government's stimulus package, Lewis said there are people yet to receive this promised assistance.
Workers having reduced work, reduced income. Some workers not sure when they'll be returning to work. The aspect of the stimulus package that has not been distributed to quite a number of workers who have been living in hope more than anything else, who have been living in expectation, who have followed all the necessary procedures, whose employers many times have followed the procedures, but quite a number of workers have not yet received any support from the stimulus package. It is very stressful on the worker.
On the issue of reopening the Morris Bishop International Airport and resumption of commercial travel, Lewis said they are very concerned.
As a matter of fact, the Caribbean Congress of Labour, in discussion with one of the responsible bodies within CARICOM, in discussing the matter on the reopening of the region, had shared its concerns to the regional body. And one of the key concerns had to do with the need for coordinated approach at the different islands. But more than that, the issue of being ready in the event that we were to have some outbreak.
Lewis said he will not trust COVID-19 test results issued from the United States of America. He warned that borders should not reopen unless there are adequate facilities in the event of an outbreak of COVID-19.
We cannot jeopardize the lives and well-being of our people at the altar of those who are pushing for the economy.
Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Members of the health profession and members of the Trade Union Council are in mourning as Grenada has lost a former trade union tycoon, from providing medical assistance as a nurse to fighting for the rights of public officers. Lord Clarkson's legacy is easily remembered.
The Grenada Nursing Fraternity and the Labour Movement are mourning the loss of former Chief Nursing Officer Lord Clarkson. Clarkson, a resident of Manjulu St. George, died Sunday morning at the General Hospital. President General of the Grenada Trades Union Council and President General of the Technical and Allied Workers Union, Andre Lewis, said Clarkson's contribution is etched in Grenada's history.
Role played by Sister Clarkson in the early days after the Grenada invasion by the United States of America, when workers' rights were under tremendous pressure following the turning back of the Grenada Revolution. Sister Clarkson would have played a leading role in the public sector negotiations, getting one of the bigger and better payouts for public officers. So the public officers who are in the service today, and for those who are at home, must remember the role played by Sister Clarkson.
Lewis also recalled Clarkson's contribution to the nursing fraternity.
As a nurse, as a matter of fact, in the health sector, they refer to her as mother. So much has impact been. And for us, the current leadership of the Trades Union Council and the other affiliated unions, we owe a whole debt of gratitude to Sister Clarkson. And therefore, we are calling on all the trade union members and trade unions as a show of respect to at least fly the flag at half-mast or fly a black flag for those who do not have a trade union flag to be flown.
Clarkson devoted more than 30 years to leading the nursing profession and served as former president of the Public Workers Union before retiring. Clarkson is credited for her role in establishing the nursing program at the T.A. Marisho Community College, TAMCC, and making Grenada's Nursing Association a member of the Caribbean Nurses Organization, the Commonwealth Nurses and Midwifery Federation, and the International Council of Nurses. In tribute to Clarkson, current president of the Grenada National Nurses Association, Patricia Strawn, issued a statement saying the fraternity is deeply saddened on her passing. She led many struggles on behalf of the nursing fraternity for the bread and butter issues of nursing professionals. She was fearless, an excellent orator, she said. Regarding Clarkson's legacy, she said her past nursing students remember her as a disciplinarian, assertive yet tender and motherly, a true nursing professional, an icon, a mentor to all nursing personnel. Strawn says their mother, as she's affectionately called, has left a rich legacy behind. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
And we, the members of staff and management of Grenada Broadcasting Network, would like to extend our condolences to Mrs. Clarkson's family. We would recall in the very early days of broadcasting in Grenada, she represented Grenada Television, which was previously Discovery Television. I remember as a young reporter interviewing her while she served as president of the Public Workers Union. We do extend our condolences to her family at this time.
We take a break, but still to come. Forecaster says while the gust of Saharan dust may be a plus for the hurricane season, Grenadians can look forward to a relief this week. We'll tell you more after the break.
Free groceries for 1 year when you shop at the food fair. Up to $8,400 in groceries. Every $50 spent between June 15th and September 30th gives you the opportunity to enter into the grand prize draw for October 9th, 2020. Third prize, free groceries for 3 months. Second prize, free groceries for 6 months. And the grand prize, free groceries every month for 1 year. There will be exciting giveaways monthly. Food fair, where you can fill your baskets without emptying your pockets. This promotion is sponsored by Food Fair Supermarket, Dutch Lady, Chief, Promo, Danny, and Supreme. Social distancing and hygienic protocols will be maintained at all times.
Our superheroes are all among us. They don't wear capes nor have superpowers. In fact, they appear to be quite ordinary. They are the ones who provide us with food. They are our farmers, our grocery store workers, our vendors. They are our fishermen. They are the ones who heal us, our doctors and medical practitioners. They are the ones who protect us, our police officers. They are all the other essential workers who make this period bearable. And how can we forget our teachers, dedicated to educating our children no matter the circumstance? To everyone who is doing their part to make sure the wheel keeps turning, Ariza says, thank you.
Now more than ever, Flow is working hard to keep you connected to the things that matter most. Your family, your work, and your favorite entertainment. We are also providing Flow Study free of charge so students can stay connected and up to date with their schoolwork. And because your safety is our highest priority, you can manage your account from the safety of your own home through the MyFlow app. We are here for you, keeping you connected.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here even when the future seems unclear, because one thing is certain: you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The Grenada Distillers Limited joins the government and people of Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique in the fight against COVID-19. Only together we can beat this pandemic. As a corporate citizen, we have temporarily stopped the production of rum, and our focus has been on the production of a sanitizing solution to assist in the fight against this dreadful pandemic. We have commenced free distribution to the senior citizens' homes, children's homes, and other vital organizations around the country, and made this product available to you at supermarkets and pharmacies island-wide. We encourage you to please listen and obey the guidelines issued by our health authority and the Royal Grenada Police Force. Together, and only together, we can beat COVID-19.
It's new, innovative and classy, and it cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Authority is taking all the necessary health and safety measures to protect staff and passengers from COVID-19 at both the Maurice Bishop International Airport and the Lauriston Airport. The Airport Authority assures the general public that it continues to follow guidelines outlined by the Ministry of Health, CARFA, and WHO, and has employed international best practice measures such as sensitization sessions for staff, enhanced passenger screening, improved sanitation protocols, and monitoring updates from official local, regional, and international agencies. The safety of all our employees and passengers is our top priority. Thus, we have improved signage and taken additional steps to remind all our employees, passengers, and other stakeholders of the 6 feet physical distancing protocols, wearing of masks, and other sanitation measures. We have also installed additional sanitizing stations throughout the facility, floor markers, plexiglass sneeze guards for customer contact points, as well as COVID-19 testing stations. Upon entry to the terminal, all passengers are screened by public health officials and required to fill out health declaration forms. The authority is and continues to be committed to taking all the necessary protective measures to reduce the risk of the spread of COVID-19 and to ensure the safety and wellness of all involved.
Attention, attention! Spice Gas makes it easy for you. The Spice Gas Retailers Network will deliver the cooking gas directly to your home. The Spice Gas bottles are lighter, cleaner, safer, explosion-proof, rust-free, translucent, allowing you to see how much gas is left in the bottle. Spice Gas bottles comes with guarantee seal. No seal, no deal. Call or WhatsApp Spice Gas now, 415-1446, 423-1446. Email sales@spicegas.net. We deliver. Spice Gas Grenada, cooking safely.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
And welcome back to the news at 7. For the last couple of days, it has been rather dark and gloomy. Overcast, some people thought it would rain. However, the Met Office has an explanation for exactly why we've had those dark and gloomy days.
The early part of the hurricane season is typically quiet in the tropical Atlantic, but this outbreak of dust, along with unfavorable upper-level winds, is likely to put a lid on any significant tropical development in the short term. This is so as the Saharan air layer generally hampers tropical cyclone development. The densest plume began to emerge off Western Africa last weekend and has now traveled over 3,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean to the Eastern Caribbean Sea, covering an area larger than the United States and Western Europe. Forecaster Andre Charles at the Meteorological Office at the Maurice Bishop International Airport speaks of what can be expected in the coming days.
We expect that the Sahara dust that comes from across the Atlantic should decrease. This should decrease to some level because of the increase in rainfall activities and cloudiness. However, these dusts are always present in the atmosphere. The bulk of it have passed. We are expecting improvement hopefully within the next 24 hours. But conditions should remain as they are during the course of the day.
People with respiratory conditions may have experienced discomfort during the period. However, forecaster Charles says there is a positive side to the Saharan dust.
Despite the negative effect that this can have, there is also a positive effect. Because if once we see the rainfall begin to increase as the dust subsides, we expect that once these dust fall to the surface, it can add nutrients to the soil in the agricultural industry. So we hopefully in some way or the other farmers can benefit from the Sahara dust. But the negative impact appears to be of greater concern because it affects our daily lives as we go through the normal day of activities.
Given the Saharan layer is most common during hurricane season, research has been done on how it can affect the development of tropical storms and hurricanes. According to National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, some of the potential impacts of tropical development caused by the SAL include the dry air can create dung drafts or sinking air around the tropical storms and hurricanes, which may result in the weakening of tropical cyclones. Strong winds associated with the SAL can contribute to increased vertical wind shear, the change in wind speed with height, which makes the environment hostile for tropical cyclone development. And the role dust plays in tropical storm and hurricanes intensity is not known. However, some research say it might impact cloud formation. Christina John, GBN News.
Business owners and operators continue to grapple with the challenges brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. The country was in lockdown mode from around mid-March until 2 weeks ago. Although the government has given the green light for most sectors to reopen, some business owners are only getting back into motion on a phased basis. How do they move forward is the focus of this upcoming report.
Hotels are among businesses hardest hit. The main worry is about their staff, says CEO of the Grenada Hotel Association, Arlene Friday.
Many businesses, have worked with their staff for years and years, and we're concerned how our staff will manage over the next few months.
The entertainment industry, which depends on a critical mass of people gathered in one space, is also on the hit list of the coronavirus. Entrepreneur Godfrey Augustine produces the annual Legends in Concert Calypso show, which is usually held in July. That, by all indications, is on pause. He cites the biblical tale of Pharaoh's dream as a guiding principle for businesses as they maneuver their way through this period of uncertainty.
You will remember the story of Jacob's son in Egypt. When Pharaoh got the dream and he got Joseph to explain it to him with the 7 years of farming and the 7 years of plenty. And they were able to handle it because during the years of plenty, they had a lot of reserve. And we have to follow things like that and pay attention to things like that. So when things sort of level off and when we get through this, we can be in a good position to continue providing the services that we provide.
The Caribbean Development Bank has hosted a resilience series to help businesses map their new course on the now coronavirus interrupted path. Ron Johnson is director of the Blueprint Creative in Barbados and has been one of the participants in the series. He says many may look to the government for sustenance, but it's not a good bet at this time.
It's really up to businesses first and foremost to tighten their shoelaces and outrun the bear. At the end of the day, there are going to be some breakout businesses that it will be in the interest of governments to support. But I don't think that any of the Caribbean governments right now have the resources to back all businesses. Like I said just now, even in good economies, businesses fail. It's just that right now we're experiencing something that's been uncharted. Yes, we would like government support, but at the same time, we can't relinquish our responsibility as entrepreneurs and business people to run good businesses and come up with these paradigm-shifting ideas.
The consensus among some business leaders is that they would be treading in some uncharted waters for quite a while, with the hope that they do not go under. If and when they do get to the other side, how should they approach a new phase of their business lives?
We have to be mindful, though, that when this time comes, we have to be able to manage very well, that we don't take it for granted. We don't get all caught up if we see a little revenue trickling in. We have to continue to manage well so that, things go good.
While they ride it out, their anchor may just have to be one coated with faith that the world economy rebounds quickly. Staff at public schools continue to receive salaries. The question is, how are privately owned schools coping during the pandemic as parents suffer job losses? This may mean reduction in school fees, and that in turn may result in challenges to pay teachers and staff. Rena Pei is looking at some of the dynamics here.
Financial and physical upkeep of public schools. It is different for privately owned schools during the pandemic that has affected many parents' ability to pay school fees. GBN spoke to Minister of Education Emmeline Pear, who explained that while private schools are privately owned businesses, government has been lending its support.
When we have training of teachers and support in that kind of developmental way, we have said that once the financial resources is available to accommodate as many of them as possible, we have and we will continue to do so. So I cannot say that we can do everything, but everything that is possible based on resources we have committed to do.
Principal of Alpha Junior School, Stephanie John, said it has been difficult for the institution. She hopes government can do more to assist private schools if possible.
We really did not get significant support per se, which is, I would say, understandable given the magnitude of the situation. However, we were allowed to access the MSTA platform, and we were grateful for that as well. I have to say that we did not use it as probably we were expected to, based on the systems that we already had in place. So, and of course, they invited us to different sessions so that we can collaborate, we can share ideas. And so we did get assistance, but more could have been given if it was available.
Ms. Jones says all is not lost. However, the school has been working along with parents on the payment of school fees.
You had workers who would have been laid off, not actively employed, and so as a board, as a school, we had to find creative ways to meet the needs of our parents. We had meetings, we ensured that a discount was provided. Additionally, we catered for the persons who were more adversely affected, and a further discount or concession was provided for these individuals, just in an effort to ensure that all of our students were able to be engaged in the learning process.
For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
And we're going over to Carrick for clarification being made by the Port Authority. The authority issued a statement today saying that it has been brought to its attention that statements are being made in the public domain that the GPA's property at Hillsborough, which is the former port facility, has been sold, leased, or given to some foreign entity. However, the GPA has made it clear that those statements are false. It says that as the Port of Hillsborough, as far as that is concerned, it is still the property of the Grenada Ports Authority and, by extension, the state of Grenada. It added in a statement on Monday afternoon that the GPA currently has plans to renovate the warehouse building for its future endeavors, as well as addressing concerns related to the jetty in Hillsborough. Facts there being presented by the Grenada Port Authority. Bev, you're taking us out of this segment.
Still ahead, Grenville bus drivers ordered back to the terminus. This is News at 7. Stay with us.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good, old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sonatogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Clarisil. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open, Hills and Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hills and Valley, your health is our business.
Whenever we're faced with difficulties, we find comfort in those we know and trust. This is especially true when a loved one has died.
Welcome to Otway Bailey Funeral Home.
For over 100 years, Otway Bailey Funeral Home has helped families celebrate the lives of their loved ones with compassion and dignity. Our affordability, attention to detail, warm and caring staff has contributed us being the funeral home of choice for official and state funerals. We treat you as we would treat our own family. All of our services are designed to help you get through one of the most personal and challenging stages of life, whether it's planning a funeral, joining our burial society, or pre-arrangements. You can be assured of the Otway Bailey commitment to consistently provide the most caring and professional service possible with the best options and price. So call us 440-2558 or visit our website, otwaybaileyfuneralhome.org.
At Otway Bailey, we offer the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load. With tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with tropical. I can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Now more than ever, Flow is working hard to keep you connected to the things that matter most. Your family, your work, and your favorite entertainment. We are also providing Flow Study free of charge so students can stay connected and up to date with their schoolwork. And because your safety is our highest priority, you can manage your account from the safety of your own home through the MyFlow app. We are here for you, keeping you connected.
And this is News at 7. Welcome back. If you're in Grenville and you're looking for a bus, all you need to do is to go to the terminus. They're back at the terminal following the operations in the streets during the recently renewed opening.
Monday, bus operators in Grenville began following new guidelines to prevent any spread of the coronavirus. New waiting areas were constructed for operators and passengers in order to follow the 6 feet social distancing protocols. The structures funded by the government were developed to ensure the smooth and safe operations of buses in the district. Other health and safety mechanisms were also put in place to ensure that buses are sanitized after every trip. On Friday, the Bus Association met with government officials and members of the Royal Grenada Police Force to discuss the new operation. Chris Williams, president of the Northern Bus Association, says they are happy for the new structure.
We appreciate the covering, the new settings for the buses, in encouraging social distancing and so on, because part of the terminal we used to use before is currently using for sanitization and so on. So we understand that, we will have to get new structures, and we appreciate the covering and so on.
Williams also stated that there are improvements to be made to the area.
As you can see, the area is not paved. Now the authorities said that paving will take place soon. So we're hoping that we're going to have to spend the next year or 2 years in that mud or in that gravel area, But we appreciate the new structure. Also, the connection to the main terminus. As you could see from here to the main terminus, there is no covered area. So if rain is falling and so on, people might have difficulty to get to our bus. So that is something I think the authorities should look into and address as soon as possible.
The president encouraged members to work along with the various associations for the smooth rolling out of the new rotation system that ensures all bus operators earn an income and are able to feed their family during the coronavirus crisis. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
Now, a St. Paul's resident who went on a fishing expedition last Thursday and went adrift after encountering engine trouble was found on Saturday. He was admitted to hospital and was later released. Police confirmed to GBN that a private vessel rescued the fisherman after 2 a.m. on Saturday morning. Police say he was found about 30 nautical miles off Carriacou. The fisherman left Fort Judy Bay aboard a 14-feet fishing boat on Thursday. The man, whose name was not disclosed, was reportedly 2 nautical miles outside Point Salines when he encountered engine problems.
And now we're moving on to the Media Workers Association. They've set up committees to address various issues within the organization. Members met virtually on Saturday. 4 subcommittees were established to address various areas that the membership deemed needing urgent attention. The subcommittees will address issues related to constitution review, membership recruitment, training and development, and socialization. They gave their commitment to work along with the various subcommittees to achieve the objectives as discussed during the weekend meeting.
It's time again for another GBN ISA. Compliments Clear Vision Eye Center.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISA is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
Tonight's ISA features some photographs which were accompanied with a story. Our ISA reporter featured her pet dog Cookie, who recently had puppies. She said a stray kitten wandered into their yard and started following Cookie's puppies around. They quickly bonded and started playing with each other, and soon the kitten was being breastfed by Cookie along with her puppies. The puppies have all been sent to their new homes now, and Cookie continues to care for the kitten as though it was one of her own pups. The kitten was named Diamond and is now a part of the family. You can send in your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 and our other social media platforms.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou and Petite-Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight generally fair, hazy and breezy. A warning of significant reduction in visibility due to dense haze and collection of dust on exposed surfaces is advised. Tonight's minimum temperature 27 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough. Waves 6 to 8 feet in open water. A marine advisory remains in effect. Tides low at 10 p.m. and high at 4:45 a.m. Sunrise tomorrow, 5:45. Weather for Tuesday, June 23rd. Generally fair, hazy and windy, becoming partly cloudy at times, with few brief showers possible. Weather for Wednesday, June 24th. Generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times, with few brief showers possible. And weather for Thursday, June 25th. Partly cloudy to overcast and breezy with some widely scattered showers and possible isolated thunder showers. Stay with us. Sports is up next.
At Communal, we are adapting to meet the changing needs of our shareholders and members. Times are changing, and with the changing times comes a whole new way to do business. Our parents may have done their banking a different way. Communal's state-of-the-art online banking and international debit card allows members to do business with great ease. It's like literally having a branch in your very own hands. Need a loan? Apply online from the comfort of your own home anywhere in the world, and your request will be dealt with remotely. Want to transfer between your accounts or another shareholder? No wait time for transactions to update. Voila! Who needs receipts when you can receive them via e-statements on your mobile device and save the environment? Not a Communal member? You can join our family today by applying online. At Communal, we see you working hard to ensure that you save, invest, and grow. Communal, join us today. This will be the best financial decision you have ever made. My name is Hollis Mr. Killer Map, and I endorse this message.
Do you still have EC 1 and 2 cent coins? If you do, then you have until the end of this month, 30th June, to spend them, exchange, or deposit them at your commercial bank. After 30th June, you will not be able to use your 1 and 2 cents as they will no longer be legal tender. Find them, spend them, exchange, or deposit them at your commercial bank. Act now and receive value for your 1 and 2 cent coins by 30th June.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand-name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
The Grenada Distillers Limited joins the government and people of Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique in the fight against COVID-19. Only together we can beat this pandemic. As a corporate citizen, we have temporarily stopped the production of rum, and our focus has been on the production of a sanitizing solution to assist in the fight against this dreadful pandemic. We have commenced free distribution to the senior citizens' homes, children's homes, and other vital organizations around the country, and made this product available to you at supermarkets and pharmacies island-wide. We encourage you to please listen and obey the guidelines issued by our health authority and the Royal Grenada Police Force. Together, and only together, we can beat COVID-19.
Sale. All the outlets, hotspot outlets. You're going to go to the Carnage, the Grenville, or the Sutter's hotspot, and you get sales and deals on all items. You can get these on potato, you can get these on saltfish, onion, garlic, mackerel, toilet paper, and we even have the currants and the raisin at $10 per pound, lowest price island-wide. So people just come down or go up or go across, but just make sure and go to hotspots.
The Esplanade Mall, something for everyone. Go on a shopping spree today and experience some magic.
Good evening, sporting fans. We begin the sports tonight with news out of the United States. We have learned that the FBI and the U.S. Justice Department are investigating the discovery of a noose in the garage stall of African-American race car driver Bubba Wallace. Wallace is the sole full-time black driver in U.S. motor racing organization NASCAR. He successfully pushed to ban the Confederate flag from races. The flag has been a common sight at NASCAR circuits, but for many it remains a symbol of slavery and racism. Bubba spoke to CBS this morning about the development which occurred over the weekend.
This was a move that needed to happen a while ago for sure, but I was proud of the efforts by NASCAR.
That was NASCAR driver Bubba Wallace on June 12th, speaking in support of the Racing Association's Confederate flag ban. It came just 2 days after he drove a car decorated with the Black Lives Matter slogan at Virginia's Martinsville Speedway. And Wallace, racing's only full-time African-American Cup Series driver, acknowledged that not everyone would be on board.
A lot of positive impact and gaining new fans as we go. And then you're getting the fans that will never watch a NASCAR race again. The same fans that never watched NFL after the kneeling.
And on Sunday, a racist threat targeted Wallace directly. In a statement, NASCAR said it was investigating after a noose was found in his team's garage stall at the Talladega Speedway, adding, "We are angry and outraged. There is no place for racism in NASCAR." Wallace responded with a statement of his own on Twitter, writing in part, "Today's despicable act of racism and hatred leaves me incredibly saddened and serves as a painful reminder of how much further we have to go as a society."
As this shower moves through.
Heavy rain and lightning forced NASCAR to reschedule Sunday's Talladega 500 for today. But before the weather hit, some fans brought Confederate flags outside the racetrack. One flag bore a smiley face and the message, "If this offends you, it made my day." And at one point, a plane flew over the track with another Confederate flag and the message, "Defund NASCAR." Yet several racers have voiced their support for Wallace since NASCAR instituted the flag ban.
He's got a, obviously a much different perspective than any of us do. That's one that I don't have, and most NASCAR drivers don't have.
I feel like he's taken a larger stand and just wanting equality and understandings. I'm really proud, and we'll stand behind him 100%.
And as news of the noose incident spread Sunday, a chorus of high-profile voices came to Wallace's side, including racing great Dale Earnhardt Jr., a recent NASCAR Hall of Fame inductee, who tweeted, "Hope Bubba wins it tomorrow." And NBA star LeBron James, who wrote, "My brother, no, you don't stand alone."
In other racing news, driver Denny Hamlin announced Sunday that he will displace or get rid of those logos on his car for FedEx and replace them with the National Civil Rights Museum logos.
And moving closer to home now, former West Indies captain Darren Ganga predicts West Indies will find it challenging to beat England. We get more on that from our colleagues at the TV6 Sports Desk.
We start with cricket. Former Bangladesh captain Mashrafe Mortaza has tested positive for COVID-19. Mortaza was reportedly unwell for the last couple of days and tested positive on Friday. He is currently in self-isolation at his residence in Dhaka. In more bad news, but this time in baseball, 2 Major League Baseball teams have closed their training facilities after players and staff members tested positive for coronavirus. The Philadelphia Phillies shut down their facilities in Clearwater, Florida, after 5 players players and 3 staff members returned positive tests. The Toronto Blue Jays also closed their base in Dunedin, Florida, after one player displayed symptoms. And finally, in some good news, stadiums in France will reopen to fans on July 11th as the country continues to lift measures imposed to contain the COVID-19 outbreak. This was announced by the government on Saturday. However, a maximum of 5,000 fans will be allowed in the arenas. Vinod Narwani, TV6 Sport.
Over to the English Premier League, Brighton defeated Arsenal 2-1. Crystal Palace beat Bournemouth 2-0. And in our 2 feature matches, Watford and Leicester City drew 1-1, while Wolverhampton Wanderers defeated West Ham 2-0.
Wolverhampton Wanderers were away to West Ham for their latest clash, and in the 73rd, the Wolves broke the deadlock as the ball was played across and Raul Jimenez headed home. And in the 84th minute, they got the insurance item to walk away with full points. The one-time volley from Pedro Neto made it 2-0 to Wolverhampton, who are in 5th position. In another match, Leicester City drew first blood against Watford with this screamer from Ben Chilwell in the 90th minute. But guess what? Following the corner, Watford got the equaliser in stoppage time as Craig Dawson found the back of the net. 1-1 the final score. Both teams got a point each. Vinod Nawani, TV6 Sport.
In cricket, former Windies opener Darren Ganga believes the Caribbean side would not be able to retain the Wisden Trophy against England. The Windies played 3 tests and Ganga thinks the swinging ball is going to trouble the men in maroon. Here's more.
Former West Indies batsman Darren Ganga says it's a good thing that the Caribbean team left for England early to get acclimatized to the conditions ahead of the Test series. At the same time, Ganga says it's going to be tough for the Windies when they face the hosts.
What goes in England's favour is the fact that they're playing at home. So having said that, I think playing against any England team in English conditions is always going to be a challenge because these are guys who are very attuned to the conditions. Once the ball starts to swing, I think it produces a different type of challenge to batsmen from the West Indies because we're accustomed to abrasive surfaces where the ball very rarely swings, but you will get a little bit of lateral movement. So it will test the technique of the batting unit of this West Indian squad.
Even Ganga believes England would reclaim the Wisden Trophy. He says the West Indian Pacers have what it takes to trouble the English batsmen, thus making it a mouth-watering contest.
They've got the pace, they've got the athleticism, they just need direction, tactically, strategically. So I think from a bowling point of view, the West Indies will feel very confident that they can take 20 wickets in a test match and to put this England team under pressure.
Ganga says the absence of Darren Bravo and Shimron Hetmeyer is a blow to the West Indies side. Plus, he's concerned with the form of opener Craig Brathwaite.
Without these 2 players, it weakens this West Indian Test batting lineup. Craig Brathwaite has not been in the best of form. If you even look at his performances in the Professional Cricket League this year, he struggled.
The first test starts on July 8th in Southampton. Vinod Narwani, TV6 Sport.
And now for the probe around the globe. As Trinidad and Tobago continues to reopen following the implementation of COVID-19 restrictions, TNT's airports and seaports remain closed. They won't be welcoming visitors anytime soon.
The one area that remains outstanding is the key area. The borders remain closed. That is what has kept us where we are. The borders of Trinidad and Tobago remain closed, and we will keep them closed as long as there is a health requirement.
Still with news from Trinidad, medical students in Cuba are just the latest group of nationals pleading to be brought home. A spokesperson for the group of 21 students tells TV6 at this time they're facing challenges in getting even basic essentials, as the pandemic has further exacerbated the effects of the U.S. trade blockade. Renessa Cutting has more.
Before coming here, we had an idea of what to expect, but nothing really prepared us for the reality of the situation. Because of the embargo that Cuba faces, for decades now, things have been always difficult to come by various items, over the time. But honestly, since the pandemic began and started to affect global economies, we start to feel the effects across here, heightened from.
The U.S. trade embargo against Cuba has been in existence for several decades, leading to a shortage of some goods. But with the added burden of COVID-19, one of the Trinis stranded in the country tells TV6 basic necessities are getting hard to come by.
Realize that things will be becoming very limited, right? And it only got worse for a lot of essential items, including personal sanitary items. And then after they implemented a system where basically the most exclusive items, only locals could have access to them through identification.
The representative tells TV6 the 21 students, 19 of whom are scholarship recipients, have been reaching out to the Ministry of National Security, whether individually or collectively, since late March.
Non-stop, very detailed emails expressing all these issues to them, but basically nobody has actually addressed these issues we've had, whether emotional or physical, and as I said, just radio silence. Stay safe, generic receipt emails.
For the most part, the students want to return home, but they are pressed for time.
Optimistically, the Cuban authorities have said that they would like to restart school in September. Right? And for this to happen, students must return in mid-August to adhere to the 2 weeks of quarantine required here.
But Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, addressing the nation today, said while government wants to bring the students home, at this time it is simply not possible.
Students from Cuba have a slightly different difficulty in that they, on application for exemption, there's no air transport between us and Cuba. So even if you grant them the exemption now, question is how do they use it? And that is why they have not been put on the priority list.
The students say as a last resort, they would be grateful for care packages. Renessa Cutting, TV.
Further afield, more than 2 million people across Latin America and the Caribbean are reported to have been infected with the coronavirus. In Latin America, there are concerns about several hotspots, especially in Brazil. Al Jazeera has been following the case count.
As dawn broke over the Bolivian capital, La Paz, indigenous worshippers welcomed the Aymara New Year and asked the sun god Altati Inti to destroy the COVID-19 virus.
With this ceremony to our sun god and with the rising of the rays of the sun, we've destroyed the coronavirus. At the same time, we've asked for health for all of the people of La Paz and for the whole world.
Bolivia has reported more than 23,000 infections and 740 deaths. It suffered a corruption scandal in the health ministry, while the health system is at breaking point. Some patients dying in the street because hospitals were full.
My father died last Tuesday at dawn in my house. We kept the body inside the house for 2 days, and now my sister has the same symptoms.
The government in Bolivia, one of the poorest countries in the region, says it's doing all it can. It's a message repeated across the continent. But for these indigenous people from Colombia's Embera Catillo community, it's not enough.
Until now, we've persisted during the pandemic. No one from the Colombian government has provided anything to us, even after the last 6 protests. There's no guarantee for us. People here aren't going back. We're not moving from here.
They're camping in the capital, Bogotá, after being evicted from their land. Lockdown restrictions mean they've nowhere to sell their wares. They're surviving on handouts. Meanwhile, there were demonstrations in Brazil, home to more than half the 2 million Latin Americans infected with the virus. Some criticised President Jair Bolsonaro's handling of the crisis, while others supported him. A reflection of the debate raging across the region, while the number of deaths and of those infected by the COVID-19 virus continue to rise. Daniel Schweimler, Al Jazeera.
That brings us to the end of the probe around the globe. When we return, a recap of our top stories. Recapping the headlines, COVID-19 test results for repatriated aircraft passengers still pending.
And some questions. Why the delay to put public servants back to work? Radio News' Andrew Lewis wants answers from the government.
One of Grenada's distinguished workers' rights fighter, Laurie Clarkson, has died.
The much-anticipated address by Prime Minister the Right Honourable Dr. Keith Mitchell postponed without explanation.
In sports, U.S. Department of Justice looking into news-founded NASCAR star Bubba Wallace's garage style.
In our probe around the globe this evening, we found that the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago says the country's borders will remain closed.
Now, if you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Beverly Telesford.
And I'm Odette Campbell. Just in case you missed the advisory, there'll be no Beyond Headlines tonight. There's a special program being broadcast in its slot this evening.